Um, Hello guys, this day I will be discussing Java data types. Before we proceed, let me open my NetBeans. Sa mga bago pa lang nakabisita nito, bisitahin nyo yung mga previous tutorial ko. Okay, salamat. Okay, let's create another Java project. Name it data types. Oh no, data types. So ano ba guys yung data type? Data type is a value that shows what type of information to be stored in particular memory space. Okay. So first, let's create data types class. Okay. Then our packages. The next, let's create this is a package, which is this class belong to this package, which is folder from source. Okay, from this folder, which is from NetBeans package, from documents. Then next is this is a class. Then let's create a main method. Okay, so this is public declared class, which it means the next data is the class, which is data types. Okay, kung ano yung pangalan sa iyong class guys, yun ang pangalan sa file name. So next is public. So okay, in main method we should put public it because so that yung GBM natin ma-access ito. So public, kung walang public ay hindi ma-access kasi yung modifier niya is dapat public. Then static. Okay, so yung static guys is ma-access siya sa GBM. Okay, then void, which is return no type. Then this is the main method. Then this is the class string. Then class string, which is array. Then this is the variable. Okay, for example variable, let's put, okay, hindi yan mag-error kasi variable lang naman yan. Okay, variable. Okay, variable, an item that data name by an identifier. So identifier, each variable has a type, which is this is a type of variable, which is our variable is Aldrin, then our type is string. Okay, so next is let's discussing the data types. First is let's discuss the 8 data types. 8 data types. One is byte, which is 8 bits, then short 16 bits, then integer int 32 bits, then float long, which is 64 bits. Okay, then float 32 bits, then long, okay, oh no, double is 64 bits. Then next is boolean. Then next is character. Then it has apat na kategorya yan guys, which is integer and floating numbers, boolean, then characters. So let's discuss first the integer, which is whole number. Integer, okay, ang integer is byte data type. Then next is short. Then next is, okay, by the way that guys, this is double backslash is single quote. This is commentary quote. Then this is the documentation quote, okay, which is comment for the author. Then this is the documentation quote, no, documentation comment. Okay, then next is long, end. Then next is long. So let's declare the variable which is type of integer. Then for no, byte. Okay, then age. Okay, then let's initialize age identifier. This is the type and this is the identifier, which is our variable. So variable age equals 28. Okay, so our value of age variable is 8. Okay, byte, okay, let's put equal 28. Okay, example, this is 8 bits, okay, or 1 bytes. So ilan yan yung limits? Okay, okay, in this integer, this is data types, which is primitive data types. Okay, this is primitive data types. Okay, it means every time you declare this variable, type of variable, okay, it has a particular memory space. So ito lang yun yung mga data types. Okay, so next is, let's discuss the after we are done in the primitive data types, let us discuss the non-primitive data types. Okay, so this is 8 bits. So paano ba yan yun masusukat yung ang range ng kanyang type, which is 8 bits. Punta tayo sa calculator. Okay, okay, so 8 bits, 2 to the power of 8 bits equal, okay, so 1, 2, 5, 6, which is 256 lang yung value. So i-divide natin, hahatiin yan guys for negative and positive whole number. Okay, so divide 2, so that is, okay, negative 128 to positive to negative 128 to 127. So bakit 127 is 128 yan? So bilangin kasama yung 0 sa bilang from negative 1, 0 to 1. So ganito yan. So dapat yung limit ng byte is, tingnan natin, 1 to 8. So mag-error yan kasi, okay, is man compatible, losing conversion from int to byte. So yung memory space, mag-declare ka is 127. I-try natin 127. Okay, so hindi na siya mag-error kasi nana siya sa range ng 1 to 8, negative 1 to 8 to 1 to 7. Okay, so next is short. Kung short guys is ganito lang yan guys. Okay, all clear. 2 to the power of 16, which is 16 bits yung, okay, then divide 2 equals, which is, okay, 32, 7. Okay, for example is short short nga variable, then local variable which is 32, ano ba yan? 32 7 6 8. Mag-error yan guys. Okay, mag-error yan, pero 1 to 7. Okay, so that is the maximum value nga yang kanyang ma-store sa memory. So let's discuss ano. Okay, 16 bits, then integer. Okay, then integer is, for example, salary. Okay, pwedeng hindi yan i-initialize guys, pero if maglagay tayo ng condition, isama natin yung salary, dapat lagyan natin ng condition, lagyan natin ng value, which is tulad nito, value. Okay, then long, okay, long L, local variable, which is, for example, okay, mag-error yan guys, kasi yung base ng kanyang sa memory, lahat ay i-read niya integer, pero ito ay lagpas ng integer. So mayroon tayong tinatawag na, para makilala mo na separate siya sa ibang integer siya, lagyan natin ng L sa dulo. Okay, let us put append L para makilala. And then next is, okay, this is integer. Okay, integer type. The next is patungan naman tayo sa floating. Okay, type, which is float. Then next is double. Okay, float ito. Okay, lagyan natin ng float. Example, declaration of variable is okay. The next is, if we put decimal guys, then 0.0, mag-error yan. Okay, kasi dapat kung maglagay ka, lagyan mo ng identifier, kasi tulad ng long, meron siyang i-identify mo yan na float siya, float. Okay, the next is double. Okay, so double. Okay, double. The next is okay, so bakit hindi nag-error guys? Kasi yung double is 64 bits, then okay, lagyan muna natin 32 bits, then 64 bits, which is pwede naman natin lagyan na pwede na lagyan ng D or hindi, okay lang yun. Kasi yung sa ano ba yan, yung double na data type is mahaba na siya, ma-identify na siya, not like sa pag na-decimal, ma-identify na siya kasi 64 bits na ang yung limit range ng kanyang kuan. Ito ay 64 bits long, 64. Okay, so 64 bits is yung long na data type guys, is not decimal, so mag-error siya kung hindi mo lagyan ng long na mga append, kasi para mas madaling makilala yung ano, yung data type natin. The next is floating character. Okay, character is 16 bits. Okay, okay, in character we should put character. Okay, lagyan natin ng single quote, guys. Then next is semicolon. So if it is null, okay, then the variable you should put one character, which is 16. Okay, 16 bits ASCII, like ASCII characters or Unicode. So for example, letter A. So hindi na siya mag-error kasi yung A is 16 bits. Every Unicode has 16 bits. Kapag lagyan mo yan ng isa, okay, so mag-error yan kasi 16, lagpas na siya sa 16, which is 32 bits na. So ito, next is then boolean. So 4 types: integer, floating, character, and boolean. Okay, boolean, guys, is 1 bit. Okay, then boolean local, then equals para makikita niyo, boolean, okay, boolean L, then true. Okay, then okay, so let's try. So system .out .print. Okay, itong system, guys, is ito yung class, which is Java class na nasa default sa JVM, which is makikita nyo yan class dito sa import nyo, import java.language. So ito yung language sa Java, which is nasa JVM na itong mga class na ito, tulad ng string. Hindi mo na kailangang i-import kasi nasa JVM na sila. So system, okay, system class is a class which is a final class that expose useful static fields like, okay, out, which is represent every put method or field na out is represent the standard output stream, which by the default as same as console. So for example, okay, ito ilalagay na natin yung ito long, okay, long, which okay, and plus, okay, long. So let's run. So every time nga i-run nyo yung project, guys, hahanapin sa JVM yung main method. If maglalagay kayo ng public static void main, and then it has a string array arguments, then yun ang kanyang i-store sa JVM. Then kung anong yung laman dito, yun ang kanyang, okay, babasahin. Okay, long, which is ito na yung output. Okay, so we are done in primitive data types. So next is, let's discuss non-primitive data types. Okay, like string, double, string, character, long. So tulad lang yan, guys, is yung integer. Okay, mas maintindihan niyo, guys, kung nandun na tayo sa GPA na topic, which is GPA na topic, Java Persistence API. Okay, so pero nito, yung kaibahan lang, guys, is ito, yung primitive data types ay kailangan mo talagang i-declare yung value not nullable or null. For example, let's put null. Okay, mag-error yan guys kasi magre-require talaga ng value yung memory, which is hindi kailangang walang value. Pwedeng walang value, okay? That is declaration, pero hindi mo kailangang i-initialize na walang laman yung value kasi nagre-require yan. Ang yung memory ay nagre-require ng ng value. So kailangan mo talagang lagyan ng value, not like sa primitive data types. For example, let's declare long D, which is our type, which is pwede mong lagyan ng long or object. Okay, so pwede siyang lagyan ng null, which is empty value. So ating lagyan ng then so hindi siya nag-error. Yan yung kaibahan guys, ng mga non-primitive data types like string, di ba? And integer. Then so hindi siya nag-error guys. Ating i-display, which is non-primitive data types. Lagay natin yung long. So let's try run. Ito na yung output guys. So non-primitive types, so yan yung value. So isa lang yung kaibahan guys, pwede nating null, pwedeng hindi. So yan pero yung primitive data types kailangan mo talagang lagyan ng value, hindi pwedeng null. Then next is tulad ng string. Ganito yun ang for example number. So number is yung mag-i-input ka ng number sa string, pero kailangan mong i-check if it is kailangan mong i-check na integer sila. Kailangan mo silang itulad nito. System. Ipo-parse natin kasi ito ay string type. Pwede nating i-parse or casting. String to integer. So ito kukunin natin ito. So ipa-parse natin to for casting. The next is integer dot parse, which is string, which is ang iyang type is string. So ito. The next is number. So ito yung purpose ng primitive data types. Mas maintindihan nyo ito kung nandun na tayo sa GPA. Mas ma-explain ko ito. Kasi importante ito sa database. Ito na. So our string to integer, which is our value here is integer. Tulad nito, ipa-parse natin ng integer to, for example, int to string, int from string. Equal natin ito. Then next is ito. So nagiging ang itong data na ito na which is ang kanyang type is string. Dito ginagawa mong ginagawa mo ng integer tulad nito. Kasi ito ay class which is nandito sa ating system, guys, which is integer. Okay. Ito. So, kailangan yung mga ito, guys, hindi mo na kailangan import kasi nandiyan na sila sa GBM. Okay. So, Java language. That is kanyang ibig sabihin ng lang, which is yung Java language, which is nandiyan na sila. Okay, so let's try run. Okay, ito. So ito na yung integer, from string to integer. So pwede rin vice versa, guys, pwedeng integer to string. Okay, so ganyan lang. So ano ba talaga ang kanyang default? So okay, for example, let's put null here, null. Guys, guess anong default sa string? Okay. So ito. Default is ito yung okay. So mag-error siya, guys, kasi this integer, kasi int na siya, is primitive types na siya, kailangan mo ng value. It requires value, so mag-error siya kasi walang number format exception. Integer cannot be null. Okay, so that's the logic. Okay, the next is let's try what is value, the default value. So for example, let's try to create static here, static which is can be accessed from this class to main method. So static int, for example, static int. Okay, then what is the value of static int? Int. So this is return value which is can be accessed. This is a modifier. Okay, so int yung variable niya, so ma-access siya sa lahat sa loob ng class. Okay, dito ilalagay natin which is default value sa which is hindi na tayo kailangan mag-create ng object like data types equal data equal new data types. Wala nang ganun, guys, basta sa static then nasa sa loob siya ng data types na class. Okay, which is default static int. Okay, static int. So what is the value? Is the value of int is 0. Run. That is the value of int. So let us leave as comment kasi null ito yung primitive data types, hindi kailangan mong hindi mo lagyan ng null kasi naghahanap yan. So the default value of our static here, static int, is 0. So mga default value nila, guys, default sa mga integer is 0, character is no character. For example is character. Let's try. So ang kanyang default, guys, is ito. let's put comment, comment, which is, ang default value niya guys is ito, Unicode, then which is 0 0, apat na 0 guys. So run. So wala siyang 0 guys, wala siya, is that is okay. Ang ibig sabihin niyan guys sa Unicode is null. So ang kanyang return value is null. Then let's try boolean. Okay, static int, which is pwede natin i-change to static int. Okay, pero yung value niya, yung type niya is boolean. So ano yung default niya, true or false? So yung data type talaga ng boolean guys, if the okay, 1 bits equals true, then 0 equal false. So dito tingnan natin kung ano yung default value niya sa boolean. Is it true or false? So yung default value niya guys is false, kasi 0 yun, 0 yung default value ng mga ng int, double, float. Then iba pala yung floating numbers guys. Then okay, false, which is 0. Okay, 0 bytes. Okay, 1 bits. Okay, 1 bits, hindi yun nag-represent ng 0 bits. Okay, this is on this boolean is 1 bits, which is 0. The value is 0 or 1, which is true or false. Okay, so pero sa integer, okay, sa integer guys, hindi 0, short, byte, int, and long is 0 yung default, pero yung floating numbers, float and double is okay, pwedeng yung default nila is 0.0. Okay, so let's try, which is ang static int. For example, let's change this to okay, float. Okay, so let's the default value of float and double is 0.0. Okay, ito the default value. The next is isang review guys, isang paalala guys, na in double you can declare like this, initialize like that, like this, then like that. Okay, then okay, di ba? Hindi na ba kayo nagtaka dyan guys? So yung double ay pwedeng ganyan nyo i-declare. So kung when you declare a variable, so baka ito na lang yung i-declare nyo na type, kasi walang halos na error. Pero mag-ingat guys, for example kung gagawa kayo ng malaking project, yung memory space lahanin nyo guys, na if marami yung double na halos na data type nyo, ay marami yung space sa memory space na kailanganin. So it needs a lot of memory space. For example, that is 64. What if you have 10 million lines of Java, then you declare your variables like this? No, magiging mabigat yung program mo. So yung tulad ng byte, so age is dapat ilagay nyo byte lang, kasi hindi naman yung tao na nakakaabot ng 128 127 na edad, di ba? So ganun lang guys, para mas maging efficient yung program ninyo. At sana at dito lang yung nagtatapos guys. Wala na siguro. Okay. So I hope guys na meron kayong natutunan, at salamat sa panonood. Huwag niyong kalimutan guys, kung nagustuhan yung video na ito, just click subscribe and like. Salamat maraming salamat.